So you've managed to convince a maturing buck or fertile doe to enter courtship with you. Congratulations! You've made it to the second and arguably most difficult part of being a codependent. Staying together without killing each other. In this video, we will explore an easy-to-follow list on how to keep your partner fragile, exposed, and needy. They are in a relationship because of a greater flaw in their persona, and it's important to keep them that way or they might wake up and become independent. So without further ado, here's my top 8 ways to have a successful, possibly toxic, but most importantly, codependent relationship. Why only 8? Well, you hungry little maggots, I originally had 10 and had trouble writing good jokes for 2 of them. I tried, so get off my back! Step 1. Always talk more than you listen. The conversation should be about you as often as possible. If it stares too far away, you risk your partner not realizing just how important you are. It's no surprise that good talkers are more respected than good listeners. Step 2. Never talk about your past, always bring up theirs. Be as sensitive as possible to anything that would have hurt you if it had happened during your relationship. It doesn't matter that it happened before your time, or that the person you're dating is a more grown-up version of the person that made those decisions. They owe you for the choices they made before they met you. If you can, go through their belongings. Whenever a fight comes up that you're at fault for, quickly turn the tables by bringing up one of these discoveries, and be sure to throw tantrums at least bi-weekly if they're even slightly responsive to this tactic. Trust is like a poorly built wall. You need to break it in order to rebuild it properly. Step 3. Monopolize all of their time. Healthy relationships are centered around a constant need to be around each other. Outsiders to your relationship should be disposed of and processed as the trash that they are. If your partner is having trouble coming to the same obvious conclusion, complain about their friends whenever possible and pollute their brain. Why would they need friends if they have you? You're like the best friend anyone could ever have. Step 4. Never pay. Never. Don't buy them any gifts. Don't plan any vacations. Money is hard to come by nowadays, and if they're not paying, why would you? Treat your time together with the same greed. Clear as little time as possible off your schedule to spend with them, and always expect them to be free whenever you are. If you're not running the schedule and the wallet of this relationship, who would be? Step 5. Surprise your partner with an incoming baby or adopt one. A baby is a surefire way to reignite the passionate flames your relationship needs. One could say the baby acts as the painfully hot arc in a weld, holding 2 irregular pieces of metal that would never normally stay together. With the new baby, you'll be far too miserable and busy to fight or even consider leaving each other. Step 6. Call their phone company and cancel their phone. Keep an eye outside of the house and see who shows up when their phone is off. If they've got nothing to hide, why would they even need a phone? They could always just confide in you. Claim ignorance if your partner confronts you about their mysteriously disabled phone, and confront anyone that does show up to the house. Let them know you're on to them. Step 7. Always ask where they are, and hesitate to answer if they ask you. If it takes them more than a minute to text you back, it's perfectly reasonable to be angry and verbally abusive to them, and even threaten suicide. It's very common for teenagers to be encouraged against this natural instinct, but it's certainly effective. Contrarily, they don't need to know where you are. After all, you're loyal. You already know where you are. Why should they have to? This conveniently brings us to our last and sometimes most important step. Step 8. Every time you have a fight, go see your ex. Your ex-lover acts as a cement block in the foundation of your relationships, always showing you how much you've grown in life. They can easily tell what's wrong in your relationship, as they know you probably better than your current partner. If your significant other asks about this person, just convince them they're a close relative. They might get mad if they find out who this person is, and you should do everything in your power to protect them from being hurt, even if it means lying to them. Yes, just by following these steps, you can have a perfectly healthy relationship. Just like your happily divorced parents. If you enjoyed this PSA, do please let the false YouTube idol know by giving this video a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content in the future. If you'd like to alter the course of history forever, leave a comment on what topic you'd like to see me cover next.